Hey Michael, how's it going? Articulation here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your patience and your trust for me to build this figure for you. So basically, like Michael requested, I basically just wanted to give you guys a demo quickly of the articulation on the figure. But before we get into the demo, I do want to point out that this is a prototype, so there are a few things that I'm still going to tweak on the production version that I will send out to Michael. But basically, the shoulders at the moment, the cavity is a bit smaller than the actual joint, so it doesn't allow for that much movement, which kind of hinders the movement a little bit. So it doesn't work as well at the moment, so I'll probably not be demoing that, but I will fix it on the production run. And the other thing I want to fix is basically the crotch gap. At the moment, it's just a little bit too gappy, and I want to basically close that up and make it look as natural as possible. So I'll be doing some updates before I do the final print, but this is, I think, very close to final print. So let's get into the articulation. So the articulation on the figure is as follows. The figure can look up about that much, which is not that bad. He could basically look diagonally up around 45 degrees. He can look down about that much. There's a full twist, no issues there. A little bit of pivot, which is pretty cool. The chest diaphragm cut can basically go forward that much, which is a pretty good crunch. Go back and basically do all of that, no issues. It's a double ball peg system, so there's basically two pegs, one at the top, one at the bottom. So it just basically gives you a little bit more control on the articulation. It's pretty cool. The hands, the shoulder, I do need to rework on a little bit, but they can basically spin around, and they do pop off a little bit easy at the moment. I just need to fix that for production, but yeah, they can basically go all the way around. The biceps can swivel, no issues there. I'll just take that out, it's probably easier. The biceps will swivel all the way around. There's a good double joint in the elbow, which is very, very deep. The hands can swivel and hinge pretty well, which is a lot of motion there. And yeah, I just need to tighten up a few of the joints, but it's close to production. I just need to work on a few things. For the legs, I basically do want to close up that gap a little bit because it does look a little bit too gappy, but the legs can split apart about that much, which is pretty cool. He can kick forward about that much, which is 90 degrees, I guess. Can't kick back that much because of the buns, but like even normal people can't kick back, so I think that's all right. There is a little bit of thigh swivel at the top of the thigh, so I'm not adding in an articulation cut here. Basically, that allows me to keep the sculpt intact and not destroy it with like needless articulation, and just using whatever is already there to basically give it that extra range of motion. I'm kind of using like tape inside here to basically give it more grip. On the final production run, I'm basically making the ball peg a little bit bigger so that it stays together a little bit better, and there's more friction to hold the legs together, and it doesn't basically flop around, so it basically stays together. With the knees, double joint, but they go about that much, pretty cool. And with the boots, they can go up that far back, that far down, which is like, you know, you could get like really awesome jumping poses if you do that. And the best part is they can pivot. So that's the articulation for this guy, and really close to final production run. So I just need to do a few more tweaks and he'll be ready.